What's up, Bear Nation? Chris Pinson here inside the Ozarks First Digital Desk. Let's talk about what is brewing right now, what is building at Missouri State. And that is the fact that Missouri State brass look really good right now. They look really smart in the fact that Missouri State made the jump from the Missouri Valley to Conference USA. And the notoriety, the exposure it's garnering is blowing up big time and in the best way. You think I'm kidding? Think about this. This month, right now, in October, Missouri State and Conference USA has been playing Tuesday and Wednesday night games. The Bears have only played 2 games, both on Wednesday night. Do you know that hundreds of thousands of people across the nation are tuning in to watch those on CBS Sports Network? October 8th, that was Missouri State's first Wednesday night game as a member of Conference USA. They played Middle Tennessee State. It's a regular season game. Nothing fantastic about it. No postseason on the line. Just a regular season conference game on a Wednesday night in October. On CBS Sports Network, that drew 338,000 people. 338,000 people tuned in to watch Missouri State play Middle Tennessee State on a random Wednesday with no playoff implications immediately on the line. That is insane. That is right there bringing your product to the forefront of every person in the nation. Sure, it's not Super Bowl numbers. It's not NFL numbers. But compare this. You go back to last season. The FCS playoffs, okay? Their first round playoff game on ESPN2. That was between Tennessee State and Montana State. An FCS first round playoff game on ESPN2 only drew 263,000 people. That drew 70,000 less eyeballs than a regular season game on a Wednesday at the FBS level for Conference USA. People like Patrick Ransdell, Ryan Beard, and others inside the athletic department there at Missouri State, they deserve a lot of credit because they made a major jump to go from the Valley to Conference USA. Not truly knowing, but believing that this would be the best move, the best forward move and future move for Missouri State athletics. To grow the brand, to bring about more notoriety, to get the exposure out there that, hey, Springfield, Missouri is a real place with a real athletic institution that knows how to ball across the board. And with football, the mainstay of any institution that wants to bring in dollars, put heads in beds, and get the school higher up the food chain, getting people to go, hey man, Missouri State, great team out of Springfield. And know who it is? Geniuses across the board. Don't take my word for it though. Let's talk to Ryan Beard and see what he thinks about the Bears playing these Wednesday night games in front of a national audience with no other real sports competition to watch.
It's night and day. That's why you wanted to go FBS. That's why you want to be on the big stage. And we've talked about it at length. You want to be written about by national writers. You want to be covered by ESPN, CBS, because everything right now, again, we're talking about brand building. We're talking about building your brand and being ambassadors for the university. What better way to do that than be tough, physical, and violent on national TV where people are watching your football team going, I want some more of that. Whatever they're doing in Springfield, Missouri, I want to go there. I want to meet them. I want to see what campus is like. By the way, we have a beautiful campus. You know, hats off to the landscaping crew. I love grass and beautiful landscape. They do a phenomenal job keeping it clean and nice. But if you want to be at the top level of college football, if you want to play on ESPN, you want to get big wins on the road, come right here to Missouri State.
I mean, come on. He said it all right there. You want people, ESPN, CBS Sports, whoever it is, you want national people talking about your brand. That is the most important thing for any person that wants fame in sports or cooking or whatever it is. If a national entity is writing about you, talking about you, good or bad, what's the old expression about publicity, right? Any publicity is good publicity. And in this case, with the Bears being 4-3 right now in this brand new league, sitting right there battling it out above the middle of the pack, that's a great thing for Missouri State. That puts more pressure, more expectation on what you are expected to do as a program. Look, Ryan Beard is no dummy, okay? I know the guy from covering him now for 3 years. I know him personally. He understands that for many, many seasons, this place was never, ever looked at as a football school. Springfield, Missouri definitely is known as a basketball institution, right? Jackie Stiles, the Lady Bears. I mean, this area is a basketball hotbed, right? Bass Pro Tournament of Champions. I mean, this is a basketball town, if you ask me right out front. But Ryan Beard and company are changing that perception. They are bringing football to the top of the mind for the average fan and the homegrown fan. That's why I speak so passionately about this team, about what it's doing, about what it's building. That players on this team and prospective players are getting to see what you can do under the spotlight, who you are as a team when the bright lights are shining on you and everybody's saying, well, you know, it's just Missouri State, or it's just this team from Springfield that, you know, they just came from FCS. They're probably not that good, right? They couldn't even beat the Dakota schools, who, by the way, are studs. They will take many FBS teams to the woodshed. Put that down and bank it. So right now you have a product in Missouri State football that is on the rise. It keeps building. It keeps growing. And through this media rights deal, through this whole entire exposure that Missouri State is getting from joining Conference USA, it's a win-win. Okay, let's talk about numbers. Right now, Missouri State, as a member of Conference USA, they are one of 12 schools that get at least $750,000 a year from the media rights share as a member of Conference USA. When they were in the Valley, right now the Valley's got 10 schools. Each school gets a whopping total of just over $165,000 for their media rights deal. So let's see. Money. You're making $600,000 more as a member of Conference USA. You're an FBS program. Notoriety goes up. Exposure goes up. The class caliber goes up. Everything you've done is up, 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 which is what we all want a trend to be like in real life, right? Oh, look at this. We got some technicalities here. Let's see if we can work on this, shall we? Okay, but bear with me as I try to get this thing back on track, okay? Technical difficulties, what can you say? Okay, but again, here's the deal. This is all building towards the future, to where the Bears, as an athletic department, want to be taken seriously, want to be looked at like real big boys. And you know what? Playing on Wednesday, it's ideal right now because it's the only game in town. But if you ask Ryan Beard about playing anywhere, anyone, anytime, he's ready because he ain't backing down, and neither is his team.
Put us on every day of the week. The Missouri State Bears, if this is a plea to ESPN or CBS, everybody that's listening, put us on national TV. We'll give you a good product. Our players love it. Our coaches love it. It's good for the brand. You know, you want to get people excited about what you're doing. You want to build camaraderie from people from the West Coast to the East Coast, North, South. It's Bear Nation, man, and the only way to build it is to have a good product, and our players are leading the charge.
Again, key word, the theme word, brand. The best thing you can do in any situation in life that has your job on the line or you want to build what you've already worked on is the exposure. It's branding. It's being able to put your stamp on what you are doing, the product you are distributing. So that way consumers know, hey, this guy's legit. This team's legit. Now, granted, if we go back to Wednesday's game that they just played, and again, it was a win, defeating New Mexico State, sure, that game you wouldn't ever want to show people on a national audience, right? That game definitely was one of those, golly, look at this stink fest. 7 turnovers, 6 interceptions. Yeah, not exciting football you want to put on tape. And believe me, I'm not saying anything that Coach Ryan Beard wouldn't agree to. Again, the man takes them on the chin when he understands what the facts are. So believe me, I'm not poo-pooing on Ryan Beard and company. But certainly that game on national TV, just like 2 weeks ago against Middle Tennessee State, was also a barn burner. It was a last-second thriller. Took a one-handed interception to win the game for Missouri State. It was ugly. It was disgusting to watch. The tape is horrendous, but it was still a win. And when you win, that makes you understand what it takes to win. Not every win's pretty. Not every win's a beauty queen or pageant queen. Some games are like that. It's a turnover fest. But that means while you're giving chances away, you're also getting chances to atone for yourself, to make sure that you get redemption. And the Bears did that, and they won. So for 2 Wednesdays in a row for the Bears, they won a game on national TV. They keep showing people who they are. And believe me, the fact that Missouri State has been able to put out NFL products for the last few years, being as a member of the Valley with very limited notoriety and exposure, and now they're on CBS Sports Network, the nation's watching, they get SportsCenter top 10 plays. You got post-game shows dedicated to these teams playing. Who wouldn't want to come to Missouri State and play football and say, you know what? They get national spotlight. I like the brand. The campus is beautiful from a virtual tour. And oh yeah, they send people to the league. This is what the entire move was about. Expanding your brand, expanding your circle of influence. That's what they're doing. That's why Patrick Ransdell and the rest of this athletic staff deserves their flowers, deserves so much praise. Their ability to see forward, to work on the future right now as much as they can, it's paying major dividends. And it only will, because the Bears aren't going anywhere, but they are going up in all the right directions. Do me a favor, stay tuned for a whole lot more on this subject and a lot more stuff we got here at MSU. Believe me, the brand is building. Great things are in the works. So as always, go Bears, because it is always a great time to be a Bear.